Okay, hello everyone. This is Group 9. My name is Bernadinus Estu Untara, and my friend is Ade Eky Setiaji. We will present about product assessment. This is the table of content. What will we discuss now? There are 5. The first is concept and stages of product assessment, and the second is advantage and disadvantage of product assessment, and the third is purposes of product assessment. The fourth is product assessment techniques in learning, and the last is examples of product assessment in learning mathematics. For the first until the third material will be presented by me, and the rest will be presented by Ade Eky Setiaji. So let's go. The first is concept and stage of product assessment. I will present the definition first. Product assessment is one type of authentic assessment where learners produce a product according to its competence. The things assessed is the student's work in the form of an object. These objects can be made of cloth, paper, metal, wood, plastic, ceramics, and works of art such as paintings, drawings, and sculptures. Works in the form of musical arrangement, choreography, literary works are not included in the work referred here. Product assessment is usually carried out on productive subjects in vocational schools. In general, the focus of product assessment is the work result, but the process of working on the work must also be assessed. The aspects assessed include the following. There are two. The first is skills of students using tools and procedures, and the second is quality, both technically and aesthetically. In handicraft and art subjects, drawing and productive subjects in vocational schools are also often used. However, in mathematics, this assessment can also be done. For example, let's see in geometry topics. There are so many assessments can be done, such as making three-dimensional figures, making nets of three-dimensional figures, and making some teaching aids or media. The results of the product assessment can be used by the teacher to assess students' mastery of skills and to assessing the level of competence mastered by students. Okay, the next I want to present about this stage of the product assessment. In completing the product assessment task, students are directed to take 3 stages that must be done. The first is the planning stage. At this stage, the assessment is carried out on the preparation, which includes the ability of students to plan, explore, and develop ideas and design products. And the second is the production stage. The production or product making stage includes an assessment of students' abilities in selecting and using materials, tools, and techniques. And the last is the final stage. The final stage includes an assessment of the student's ability to make products according to their use and meet the aesthetic criteria using material, tools, and techniques. Okay, let's go to the second material, that is advantage and disadvantage of product assessment. I will present about the advantage first. There are 7. Okay, with product assessment, teachers can assess children's creativity to see that students have creativity and competence. The competence of each child can really be known objectively. And next, students can practice the knowledge obtained directly through real experiences. And students can review the truth of the subject matter that has been obtained. Product assessment allows a teacher to assess the ability of students to plan, create, and produce academic tasks. Product assessment allows a teacher to encourage students to do and complete assignment. And the last is product assessment allows a teacher to create problems that can encourage students to create work that can sharpen students' learning creativity. Okay, the next is the disadvantage of product assessment. There are 7 too. The first is product assessment requires a lot of times. Not all basic competencies can be made real work, especially the abstract ones. The cost of making real work is sometimes expensive. The manufacturing process takes a long time then, and the physical capacity as a support is not the same. The next is product assessment requires carefulness from a teacher in giving assignment to students, and the teacher must be patient and skilled in giving direction to students so there are no mistake in students and there are no miscommunication. And for the last, sometimes happens if the assignment is assigned to an individual student, it is likely that there is interference from other party, so not doing it by self. Okay, the next is the purposes of product assessment. Okay, this is, we can see right here. Basically, the function of assessment of learning in any form is the same. That is to determine the success level of students in the learning process. Product assessment as a learning evaluation model that prioritizes students' work, of course, also has a function and purpose as well as several advantages over other evaluation model, such as we can see there are three. The first is this assessment model can assess the student mastery need before studying previous lessons, and the second is assessing the level of competence that students have mastered at the end of each level or class, and the third assess the skills of students who will enter educational institution. Okay, teachers must understand the purpose of assessing work results so that there are no mistakes in preparing the assessment instrument grid. The teacher assessment of work result is commonly used to. There are three: to assess students' mastery of required skill before learning the next skill, and the second is to assessing the level of competence that students have mastered at the end of each level or class in a vocational school, and the third is to assess the skills of students who will enter vocational education institutions. In addition, product assessment will assess students' ability in exploring and developing ideas in design, choosing the right materials, using tools, showing innovation and creation. Okay, I think that's enough for me. For the rest of the material will be presented by Ade Eky Setiaji. So after this video, you can go to Deki's video to hear and see the explanation by Deki. Okay, I think it's enough for me from me. Thank you very much. I sincerely apologize if there are some mistakes in presenting this material. I hope this will be useful for you all. Thank you very much. Stay safe and love yourself. Bye bye.